It was a historic night for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic became the first player with a 30-20-10 game in finals history. He's now had 3 of those bad boys in his playoff career. That is more than all other players in NBA history combined. And then Jamal Murray, meanwhile, he became the first player with 10 assists in his first 3 career finals games. That's after he dished out 10-plus assists just once in his first 48 career playoff games. And then that brings us to the big one. Jokic and Murray, they became the first pair of teammates with 30-point triple-doubles in the same game in all of NBA history. Yes, that includes the regular season and the playoffs. That's over 69,000 games and 77 years. So it's really easy to run out of ways to describe these two. It's really easy to be left speechless by watching what these guys are able to do. But we are so lucky. I know a man who never runs out of things to say, and that is our friend Kendrick Perkins. It has been far too long, Big Perk, since you have given us a word of the day. So please, what is the word that you have for these two, for this duo?
Well, Malika, after 2 performances like that out of Murray and Jokic, is deserving of a special word. And I'm going Mujan Par, okay? Mujan Par.
Huh? Wait.
Here you go right here. Mujan Par.
Wait, really quickly. Let's let the rest of the world hear the proper enunciation if you don't speak Serbian.
Mujan Par.
Mujan Par.
Yeah, that's what I said, Mujan Par.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, that was good. Mujan Par.
Mujan Par.
You know,
Mujan Par.
Yeah,
what does it mean?
There you go. Powerful pairing.
Okay.
Yeah, a powerful pairing. Because, listen, they have 2 type of people in the world, right? They have popular people and they have powerful people. And you could translate to basketball, they have popular performances and they have powerful performances. And what Jamal Murray and Jokic did last night in the NBA Finals, the biggest stage in basketball, was powerful. Why? Because it moved the needle, not only in history, but it got them to win to even the series up. And every bit of what they did on the stat sheet was needed in that game. They didn't wait on anybody. That 2-man game was special. They said, you know what? We coming in on the road in the NBA Finals, and we're going to lead the charge, and we're also going to end it in the 4th quarter when it matters. Listen, both of these guys are special. We can see that with our own eyes. But the thing I want to applaud both of those guys is their conditioning, their stamina, and their will and their unselfishness for us playing off one another. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Now, I actually agree with Perk, but that's not the thing that most impressed me, because if you've been watching Jokic, if you've been watching Jamal Murray, you can see this ascension. Obviously, like Jamal Murray said, look, we're running out of words. But this is what impresses me most about the win for the Denver Nuggets. They shot 5 for 18 from 3. That was 27%. Jamal Murray had 7 turnovers. The Miami Heat only had 4. So when you look at the way that they played, they played great. Their stars played great, did things. But Jamal Murray wasn't perfect. He was very, very good. 7 turnovers. Ideally, if your point guard has 7 turnovers, that gives fuel for the other team. That gets you out in transition. But you know what? The Heat and Nuggets had the exact same amount of transition points. So none of those turnovers really led to points. So the fact that they could play, well, you can stare at these numbers and say these two played great. 5 for 18 from 3 is not great. 13 turnovers to 4 is not great. But you still won the game on the road. That is the sign of an elite team. That's the sign of a locked-in team, because you got to be able to win games when things aren't going well. And 2 guys had them going well, and that's what they rode.
Well, Malika, RJ, I want to ask y'all a question. I want to sit in the host seat for a minute, because, you know, although the Nuggets got the win, it was a beautiful thing to see. It was something that caught my eye, and it was Michael Porter Jr., right? 21 minutes. Basically getting benched from about the middle of the 3rd quarter from the rest of the game. Michael Malone went away from him. Now, as a young player, a guy that's on, a max contract, getting paid top dollar, a guy that's part of the foundation of this franchise, what do y'all think about that? And what do you think the Nuggets go from here for as his minutes, him being on the floor, you know, and his mindset?
Well, look, I have no problem with the coach demanding higher level intensity from a player. He's still a very, very young player, in my opinion. Didn't play in college, didn't play his rookie year, played a season, then got hurt. So, look, he's got a lot of growing up in basketball IQ to raise. But ultimately, you get that done. The reason why you can do that is because of Christian Braun.
Yeah.
Christian Braun doing what he did. Now, look, I was a rookie in the NBA Finals. Yes, we got swept by the Lakers, but I know the intensity, having to chase around Kobe Bryant your rookie year. And one of the things that they told me when I started the NBA Finals was like, you're in the NBA Finals. You're no longer a rookie right now. You played 82 games. You played more postseason games than most players have in 5, 6, 7 years. So you are not a rookie. And the way he went out there and played, if you know his backstory, won a national championship, won 3 championships in high school. This is a man that knows how to compete. And so that allows them to sit him. Now, you go right back to Michael Porter Jr., just like you have all season. That's my opinion.
Okay, can you give Malika a chance to chime in?
Well, yeah, she's next. You asked me a question.
No, I just want her to chime in. I want to hear the opinion.
The train that's going by behind me.
You always got to add yourself in about being something. Go ahead.
I'm just giving experience.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, the train that's going by behind me, I mean, it's saying all aboard the Christian Braun Express, because 15 points last night, he was so pivotal for what they were able to do. Because, Richard, you talk about it all the time. You don't just need an epic performance. Clearly, the most impressive thing from last night is what Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic were able to do. But a rookie stepping up in that type of situation, doing what he was able to, providing that type of spark. There was a play that was early on in the fourth quarter where Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, their two-man game, it demands so much attention that guess who gets open? Guess who gets to cut to the basket? And he's so good at finishing around the rim that he was a star in his role last night, and sometimes that's what you need. Back in Miami with our Hall of Famer, Marc Spears. And Marc, you were in the building last night alongside me. What was your biggest takeaway watching this game, especially from the Heat's perspective?
The Nuggets are still doing the same thing. And Jeff Green was mic'd. I'm glad they mic'd Jeff Green because he was saying some great stuff. And he was yelling at Jamal Murray. He was yelling at the Nuggets, finish the game, finish the game, finish the game. And I feel like in game 1, in game 2, and in game 3, where it actually got down to 10 points in the last like 90 seconds or so, the Nuggets still don't finish the game. They keep taking their foot off the gas. And if you look at the talent, they're much superior. Especially with Tyler Hero out. They should be beating this team in strong fashion, but as Jeff said, they're just not finishing the game.
Well, the 2 lowest scoring outputs for the Miami Heat have been in their 2 losses in these finals. You mentioned Tyler Hero, which was such a spark plug for them in the regular season. What's the latest you're hearing on when we could see him?
Well, Eric Spoelstra, the coach of the Heat, says he's not cleared to practice yet, or actually not cleared to play yet. He is practicing. He's getting contact from the coaches. He made a brief cameo at practice today, or what the media is able to see. He had a glove on. He gave a nice handshake to one of the security guys, dribbled around a little bit, did a little couple of fake, shots that I do on my couch. But he never actually took a shot. And that's not to say that the practice facility, which is next door in this place, he didn't go in there and shoot. But, Spo said he's not ready. And I asked Spo, and I asked Jimmy, and I asked Bam, and I asked Kevin, where is he mentally?
Yeah.
And they all said he's fine. But even Kevin Love, who says he's pretty close to him, he said, I don't know. I think he might just be telling us some coach speak that he's fine. Kevin Love missed some time in the finals in 2015, and he knows how much this hurts. But everybody's saying that he's fine now. I'm still holding out hope that he'll get out there.
The Miami Heat have unique perspective on this. Bam Adebayo missed 2 games in the 2020 NBA Finals, and so they know what it's like to be on the sidelines watching your team battle without you. I want to bring Richard and Perk back into this conversation because, guys, given all of the information that Marc just gave us, Perk, what are the Miami Heat going to need to do to even up this series heading back to Denver?
Jimmy Butler, my brother.
Your brother.
Are you good? This is the NBA Finals. I mean, he's been on record saying playoff Jimmy is not a real thing. And I'm almost on the verge of saying I believe him. He has been not living up to the hype, the expectations. Hell, he has not even been producing on the offensive end. He has game 1, he was 6 for 14. Game 2, 7 for 19. Last night, 11 for 24. right? Where's the same energy that I saw when he was going at Drew Holiday, when he was telling Drew Holiday you couldn't guard him in the first round? What was that same energy when he was calling timeouts, mimicking Grant Williams and, talking that noise and playing with that passion? Like, this is the NBA Finals. Do somebody have to piss you off to get ready to go out there and ball? Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. For him to go in his post-game interview last night and say, oh, we got to have better effort. I got to be better with effort. When you wearing a shirt that says 4 or more or first to 4, like, you're not playing like it. Real talk.
I actually agree with Perk on this. I think, because I say it from the standpoint of that the Miami Heat have always followed Jimmy Butler. When he was talking about Grant Williams, I hope that wasn't the answer. When he was looking at Drew Holiday down by 5 in Milwaukee, talking about, I own you. I own you. There is an energy and a confidence that Jimmy Butler plays with that all of us applaud. And I truly feel that it's been missing a little bit. Now, look, it's 2-1. This is going to be a long series. But like Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray. Now, Jamal Murray had 7 turnovers, but ultimately, Jamal Murray's cooking in this series right now. He is playing well. So I just look at Jimmy Butler. He is a fearless leader. He is the face of the Miami Heat franchise. And so to see any kind of like breaks in that armor, it looks a little funny because Jimmy's always like, we're going to get this done. We're going to come back here and get a win.
Jamal Murray walked into Jimmy Butler's house with muddy shoes on and tracked up mud all on his fine rugs last night. That's what happened.
I don't even know.
That's what happened.
I get the metaphor.
Yeah, that's what happened.
This is why I have a no-shoe house. No shoes in my house.
Take them out outside.
You leave them outside. I don't know if that's from living in New York City. That's gross. Here's the thing. It's been a small sample size, Mark Spears, but so far we've seen the team that gets punched be the one to punch back, and Miami is hoping to be that team tomorrow night right here on ABC.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.